give it time. I know that I'm not easy. This cold heart of mine, she really took a beating before you.
You walked inside the cafeteria and got some food on your plate before finding a quiet place for yourself, but today something seems to happen because all the other students were gathered in one place. You usually keep yourself away from these things and mind your own business because it's their everyday drama and such things happen on a daily basis. A group of girls screamed and stepped back, so you decided to check what's happening. You walked near them and saw the actual scene in front of you. Why is it always him? That's the first thought that came in your mind. I told you not to mess up with me, but still you didn't understand. He grabbed the boy's hair and pulled back before hitting his head against a table. His head started to bleed and a scream left from your mouth when you saw the blood, and the plate also left from your hands, making a loud noise that grabbed everyone's attention to you. Jungkook looked at you and you gulped before looking around, only to find out that all the eyes were on you. You really hated being noticed, so you quickly picked the plate and food before walking away from there. Soon a teacher came there and all the students got back to their seats before they get noticed. No one complained to the teacher about Jungkook because first he never pick up any fight by himself, but if someone make him mad, he won't leave them until they start to beg for their life. He let go of that guy's hair who quickly ran towards the washroom while Jungkook sat on his place. What's happening here? No one dared to say anything, and that shows how they are afraid of Jungkook. Can't even eat properly from these people. If they come to school for picking fights, then why don't they just use the playground? Aish, I was so hungry now. I have to survive on this chocolate bar. You said, unwrapping the chocolate. You usually don't talk to other students here and avoid them as much as you can, and because you are a top student and always studies, you got so many enemies and some of them don't even hesitate to bully you. But you ignore them, which makes them go crazy, but you also know the techniques to handle them and make them taste their own medicine every time they try to do something evil to you. You took out your diary and opened it. This is one of your favorite hobby where you like to write about things that you are always interested about. Not the bullies or your day in school, but you pretty much like to write about your crush. The guy you have a huge crush on, but he's completely opposite to your personality. And by looking at you, no one can say that you can like him. It's Jungkook, the bad boy. Despite of knowing everything about him, you just can't help but to like him. Most of the entries in this diary is only about him. You wish to confess your feelings, but every time you think about it, he always does something that makes you step back. You took a bite of your chocolate bar and opened the cap of your pen before writing. When it disappeared from your hands and levitated in the air, you got up. Look, this nerd never gets tired of studying, she said while chewing on her gum. Give it back to me. You tried to take it, but she passed it to her friend who are all your bullies as well. Why don't you guys just mind your own business and give me my notebook back? This is our business. Hey, it's a diary, her personal diary. They all got excited and looked at you. Are you nonsense? Give it back. Stop snooping in someone else's stuff. You try to take it back, but she hid it behind her. That would be so interesting to know your thoughts. This time you are gone. You looked at her. I can only expect such low things from you. Yeah, be in your limits, you nerd. You are the ugliest one here, and also, I have a deal. Either do what we tell you and get your diary back, or the whole school will read it. Your eyes widened and you got a little bit scared because they can actually do that, and there's no way you would let anyone know what's written inside. You won't do that, you said, giving her a warning. I will if you didn't do what I say. They were looking at you with a smirk plastered on their faces. Should I read a page? She opened the diary, but you stopped her. Don't you dare. Stay away from it. She was about to burst out, but Daisy signed her to stay quiet and she came near you. Are you ready? She said, raising a brow. Tell me what I have to do. Her smirk grew wider. Very good. You are so confident. That's so cool. She looked at her friends and they shared an evil smile before she turned towards you. So you have to do a task since you sound so confident. Let's make it daring. You rolled your eyes. Whatever, but you won't read the diary. Seems like it hides all your dark secrets. And they all laughed. We won't if you finish the task today itself, or else by tomorrow all the students will know. Care to say, or you are just top in all the useless things? They all looked at you angrily. You would have taken your revenge if they didn't have your diary with them. You are just scared because all you have written inside it is about Jungkook. Since you look so brave, go and kiss Jungkook. Your eyes widened. Even her friends would never thought that this was going inside her head. Have you lost your mind? Not really, but you'll surely do if everyone come to know about your secrets, she said, showing you the diary. Why do you have to involve Jungkook in this? Don't you have other tasks? For now, I think this is the best one. You only have today's date till the school ends. And what's the guarantee that you will give me my diary back? How can I trust you? She shrugged her shoulders. You have to trust I can't do anything. Hey look, Jungkook is here. You all looked in the direction and your heart dropped. You felt goosebumps all over your skin. Daisy smirked and looked at you. You have a chance. Do it as soon as possible. Her ultimate goal was to see you getting insulted by Jungkook in front of the whole school because she has seen him talking to you nicely a few times and she literally hates it. Can you? You swallowed and looked at her. I would have ruined this pretty face of yours if it wasn't about my diary. And you walked in Jungkook's direction while Daisy clenched her jaws on what you just said. Before that, your so-called good girl reputation will be ruined by him, she said, looking in your direction. Jungkook stopped when he saw you walk towards him, and this made your heart started to beat so fast. You have imagined yourself kissing him a few times, but no way it's near to possible in reality. You stopped near him as he raised his brow. Do you want something? You swallowed. Somehow all the students were looking at both of you as if they were curious to know what's going to happen. You adjusted your glasses and looked at him. Forgive me for whatever I'm about to do. I just have no choice. You closed your eyes tightly and grabbed his collar before pulling him to your level and kissed him on his lips. It was extremely shocking. Even Daisy's friends gasped, but she was smiling, ready to enjoy the drama after this. You let go of his collar and broke the kiss before stepping back. It was surprising that Jungkook didn't even say a word. Whispers spread like a fire. Everyone was talking about this only. You didn't dare to look at Jungkook because it was scary and awkward too. I hope you won't take it seriously. I was just compelled. You left from there and came near your bullies before snatching your diary from her hands. Satisfied? And you walked away while she was standing like a statue. Jungkook just smiled and walked away from there. She was shocked that he didn't get mad. In fact, what was that laugh for? Now she regretted her decision. He didn't say anything to her. Daisy angrily left from there. The whole day, even in the class, you didn't even look at Jungkook. You were so embarrassed to do that, and also the whole school witnessed that, making it more embarrassing for you. But you were happy that Jungkook didn't insulted you and didn't go mad like how you were thinking. This made you wonder why he did that. You were taking out your books from the locker when you saw Jungkook walking in. You swallowed and decided to explain everything because indeed it was awkward, and he didn't say anything doesn't mean you won't apologize properly. You gathered your courage and walked near him. He closed his locker and looked at you, raising his brows. Are you again going to kiss me? Your eyes widened and you shook your head. No, I'm so sorry for yesterday. He crossed his arms and looked at you. Can I ask you why you kissed me? You looked at him but then lowered your head. I didn't mean to, but I was just compelled. I hope you forget about it. It was not intentional. And why do you want me to forget about it? You lift up your face only to look at him surprised. You can come to me and kiss out of the blue, but I can't even remember it, huh? That doesn't sound fair. You were shocked and speechless. Whatever he was saying, everything was going out of your head. I don't know what you mean by this, whether you are angry or not, but I'm sorry for that. I still won't be angry if you kiss me again, or I can do that too. Your heart skipped a beat and cheeks turned pink. By the way, can I ask you what was the reason that made you compelled to kiss me? I thought you were different. Now you can think whatever you want. They took my diary and will show it to everyone if I don't kiss you. Oh, so it was something personal. I see. Did you write about me in your diary? You looked at him with wide eyes while he chuckled. Just kidding. It's hard for a smart girl like you to even think about a boy like me. You shook your head. That's not true. He narrowed his eyes and looked at you closely. What does that mean? Do you like me then? Your face turned red. He was purposely making you blush because he likes you. Other students were shocked to see him all calm and smiling while talking to you. It's very unusual of him. It won't happen again, but I want it to happen again and again. Can I get that opportunity? You looked at him shocked. See, I don't want to hold it back, nor do I have to hide it. I like you, in fact, I love you. And I would be so happy if you accept my proposal, because forget about dating other guys. I won't let it happen. You ran out of your words and can't even say anything. He came near you, closing the distance. I have already read the diary and I know everything. He pecked on your lips and left from there smiling while leaving you in shock. He what? When did that happen? Then you remember once you lost your diary but later found it inside your bag and maybe he's the one who took it. Shit, that's so embarrassing. No. You closed your locker and hit your head against it slowly. Now how will I face him? You came in the class and as soon as your eyes met Jungkook's, that guy gave you a smile that made you blush so hard and you lowered your face making him chuckle. Daisy noticed that and from yesterday she's boiling in anger. You walked inside and was going towards your seat when Daisy stuck out her leg. That made you trip and you fall forward, but Jungkook was quick enough to get up and catch you by her waist. Are you okay? You nodded and stood up before looking at Daisy, but before you say anything, Jungkook took the first step. Do you have some kind of problems? It was an accident. She should not walk blindly, she said looking at you angrily. The one who needs to get an eye checkup here is you, and this is the first and last time I'm telling you to stay away from Ryan. Next time I won't be nice. She left speechless the way he talked to her. Jungkook turned towards you. I know you can protect yourself, but from today onwards, just leave it on me. I'll see who will dare to say anything to you, he said looking at all the students and they all looked down. You nodded and walked towards your seat. You and Jungkook officially started dating and everyone in the school came to know about this. It was surprising for everyone that he, the guy who is known for his anger issues, is completely normal around you. In fact, they can see him smiling and laughing with you. You still feel a little awkward that he has read each word from your diary, which is a little embarrassing because you also used to write about your desires, but like a gentleman, he never mentioned anything to make you uncomfortable. He even stopped fighting and slowly turning into a better guy. All these changes are only because of you, because he also likes you from the day you came to this school but never brought himself to confess because you were studying and showed no interest. You extend a chocolate bar towards him, making him look at you, and then he chuckles softly before taking it. You always have them in your pocket. You unwrapped your chocolate and took a bite. In case, it used to be one, but now I carry for you as well. He chuckled. Thanks, you seems to love chocolates. Who doesn't? Chocolate is life, but not too much. You both chuckled. Ryan, will you go on a date with me tonight? You looked at him and he stopped waiting for your answer. We are in the middle of our project, if you know. He came near you. Can we separate our relationship and school life? You stay quiet for some seconds and then nodded, making him smile. Okay. I'll come to pick you up from your home. Will that be okay? More than okay. I would love to introduce you to my mom. He smiled and held your hand before you both again started to walk. Seems like we have made headlines in the school. Everywhere it's only me and you. Even though I hate to be the center of attraction, but I'm completely fine with it. He looked at you surprised. You're always the center of attraction. It's just you who avoid it, and now that we are dating, of course people won't stop talking about it. Hello ma'am, is Ryan home? He found himself more nervous than ever he has been in his life. Your mother gave him a soft smile and invited him inside. Yes, she's home, please come inside. They both walked in. Are you her classmate? Jungkook nodded, but he was surprised that you didn't tell your mother about him. Please sit here, son. Ryan, come downstairs. She called you and looked at Jungkook. Would you like to have a coffee or tea? It's okay, ma'am. I'm fine. Don't be formal, son. Just call me aunt. He nodded while badly wants you to be here because he has never met anyone's parents, but your mother was so sweet to him. You came downstairs already, making your mother looked at you surprised. Are you going somewhere? This made Jungkook looked at you as well, and a smile appeared on your face. You walked near them. Mom, I told you I'm going out today. Oh, so he is your date, huh? You got nervous and a little shy as well. So you are her boyfriend, right? Are you perhaps Jungkook? He smiled and nodded. Can we go, Mom? I'll tell you everything later. She smiled. Won't you introduce your boyfriend properly? I'm your mother and I deserve to know. Oh ma, not again. Jungkook chuckled. Now he understood from where you have inherited this overloaded cuteness. Your mom looked at him. Tell me, son, do I not deserve to know whom my daughter is seeing, especially a handsome boy like you? Jungkook chuckled and nodded. Oh ma, you are making me embarrassed. We are leaving, bye. Let's go, Jungkook, you said, grabbing his hand, and looked at your mother. I'll be back soon, okay? Jungkook turned as well and politely bowed at her. I'll safely drop her home. She smiled and nodded. I believe you, and you guys enjoy your date, okay? You both left. Your mom is so cute. You look so much like her. She's way too friendly with everyone. Still, she's cute. You pouted and looked at him. Yes, she is, but don't you think you're forgetting something? He frowned. Am I? You sighed and walked ahead without waiting for him when he laughed and hugged you from back. Nope, I don't. You're looking gorgeous. You smiled shyly. This is the first time I've dressed up like this. He turned you towards him. Thanks, and I love you. Now shall we go or you just want to end the date here? He chuckled and then you both walked towards the bike. By the way, I love you too. He looked at you and smiled.